Guys, welcome back to the Whatever Football Podcast, episode 16. Here with Ralphie, as always. How you doing, bro?
Mate, I'm going to be saying it for at least another month. Oh, probably 6 to 8 weeks. Top of the world, mate. How are you?
Top of the league again, mate. I'm gonna keep saying it. You know what I'm gonna do at the end of the season? If we win the league, every episode I'm gonna clip up. How you doing today? Top of the league, top of the league. I'm gonna clip it the whole fucking season. 38 fucking episodes.
Every single week, I make sure that I say the exact same thing every single time because I promised that I would.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna milk it for all it's worth. I'm just glad now. You know, it's actually a good thing. You know, usually we go into breaks. You know, like a little bit down in the dumps or, you know, international breaks. But for me, like, you know, like some people will say like it's not a good time for an international break. For me personally, for the wellness of the football club and like our players, I'm all for the break. You know, it's good to reset, have a break. And
it is,
you know, like we're in such a good run of form now. Like it can obviously affect you when you come back, your cohesion and stuff. But man, I'm all for the break, man. I'm all for the break. Ronaldo to Chelsea, please, Sean. Don't know, bro.
Shawnee's on already, hey?
Ronaldo to Chelsea.
I've copped it all day.
Would you seriously like Ronaldo to Chelsea? Do you think that even like it's imagine Aubameyang and Chelsea? Yeah, he's gone. Like,
so obviously,
I know,
it's going to be interesting to see where he goes because I would say there aren't too many clubs that would probably want him mid-season, like a Bayern potentially, a Sporting.
I would say honestly, I think
Bayern Chelsea, Munich, mate, they're struggling.
Yeah, but they're struggling with a guy that's like freaking like Aubameyang's like a Ronaldo. You know what I mean? They're both old guys up front. What are you going to nursing home village? Like,
yeah.
I don't like if Ronaldo came, it'd be 6 months. It's just for kit sales, and then. But to me, like if you want to actually make a move to last maybe 2 years, this year, next year, Bayern Munich makes sense. You know, Choupo-Moting. You know what I mean? Like they've only got Choupo-Moting and Muller's really more of a cam. So to me, that move actually makes sense. And it's a new league for him to go into as well.
I was going to say, and also he wins the title. Goals over there, right? He's going to score goals.
He's going to score goals. He's going to win the title. Going to win the cup. Back in the Champions League.
Ronaldo at say a Chelsea. You know, short term in terms of kit sales and stuff, fantastic. In terms of long term, you think about it. So if he signed on for a 2-year deal, he's going to he'll be 39. Just over a year in, like he's man, that's fucking
I do see Ronaldo being like a Zlatan, you know, but like Zlatan to me, he still scores great goals, you know, like last year, what Zlatan do? Like 40 years old, he still got like 12 to 15 goals. Like
decent. Yeah, he's a good player he's a good player for a average club. Well, you know, let's be honest.
It is for lesser leagues,
average club. Yeah, you're right. Average club. And honestly, Matt, that's what Ronaldo. I think that's what Ronaldo is now at. You know, in terms of
he has to be.
I know we're technically probably speaking average club, right? But our expectations are still very high.
But it's a different league, man. Like you can't compete in this league. It's completely different. You put him against slow defenders, a slow style of football in like Serie A, La Liga. Well,
you put him against Harry Maguire's, and it's easy. You look at mate. We got old Mourinho has fucking Chris Smalling starting for Rome, Roma, you know, and probably one of the best centre backs in the league. And you know, he used to get rinsed 4 or 5 years. He used to get rinsed 4 or 5 years ago in the Premier League, right? Yeah. So you know, and
you look at Lukaku. Lukaku's a prime example.
Exactly right. Correct. Exactly right.
You see it happen all the time. It's very rare that people can like change and adapt. You have to be obviously very talented, but but Shawnee, obviously, what'd you say today about Arsenal?
I'll have to flick it through. I'll flick it through. Something about a
can't be anything bad.
Oh no! It was a bit of banter. It was something to do with 2 teammates or something apparently being partners or something like that. And he said, "Must be Arsenal Football Club."
They can be gay as long as we win the league. I don't care.
That's the main thing.
I don't really care. Look, let's start on before we obviously you and I will obviously talk a lot about Ronaldo, but let's I said we'd take a talk.
Hopefully Sean hangs around for that because Sean, as you can see, Ronaldo to Chelsea, mate. Sean is ridiculous.
I've got a couple of friends like that, and I was messaging them today as well, and talking about it. But look, we'll get into it later. Let's talk about obviously you're the freshest game here right now. Your game. Let's talk about that one first because obviously, yours is the latest one to play out. So, last minute winner, With the I don't even know how to pronounce that guy's name.
Yeah,
Honestly,
last minute winner with
Ganacho or something.
It's easy to remember. It's that song, Alejandro, 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 Alejandro. You know that song. Don't bother me, Roberto. You know that song. Of course, you've definitely heard of it. Alejandro, mate, Alejandro.
Yeah. So
Alejandro Ganacho.
half a season wonder, is that what we're talking about, or?
No, mate.
I've seen it all before at United. You're forgetting all the rejects you guys have created.
Oh, mate, we've created plenty of rejects, yes, but yes or no, have we created some of the best? Have we created some of the best wingers ever in the world? David Beckham, Ryan Giggs, Cristiano Ronaldo. We're going to talk about him later, right? We're going to talk about him later. 18 years old, Cristiano Ronaldo joined the top team for Manchester United, got slowly bred in, and
so did Rashford.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm talking about we have had some flops, of course we have, but have we also created some good ones?
Fucking of course you have, man. Every club has created some great ones, of course. Yeah, it's how their careers play out. You know what I mean? Correct. You know who I thought? I was thinking about it as well. I was thinking about a couple of the guys you developed and stuff. What were those two twin brothers? The twins, the defenders.
Fabio.
Because one still played at a high level for a while, went overseas. Then one was playing like second division Premier League.
I think one was called Fabio.
I can't remember the names. See, you know what I mean? Like those were decent defenders he sort of brought through and obviously got rid of, but
what was his
nothing special.
Now it's driving me nuts. Man United. Now it's driving me up the wall.
Look, talk to me about your game. Obviously, Mr. Whatever is Alejandro scored last minute.
Oh, sorry, Rafael and Fabio. There we go.
That's right, Rafael. Yeah, he's the one. Rafael had the better career.
Yeah, that's the one. Yep, correct. Yeah. In terms of the game, I would say 45. The first 45. Obviously De Gea a few great saves. How not even would I expect him to start? No, how he's not even in the top 3 goalies for Spain is beyond
politics, man. It's politics. I'm not listen. I fucking hate De Gea because I think he's a twat. But
do I think he should necessarily start? No, but is he in the top 3? 100%. 100%.
I think so as well. Yeah, if you're gonna put Simon, I reckon Simon, Sanchez, and De Gea. I don't think Raya's done enough for me to be in the top 3 for Spain. And plus, if you go into a World Cup, you want the guy that's been there and won the World Cup with you. Was De Gea in goals when they won it, or was it what's his name from Barca?
Can't remember. Couldn't tell you.
Actually, could have been the Barca guy. But anyway, he's got the experience playing for Spain for over 10 years. You need people like that in your team. To help everyone else
not even to be top 3 is beyond me. He obviously made a couple of good saves. We
always does, yeah.
Easily could have been 3 to 4-0 up at half time. I'd say, obviously, we were 1-0 up at half time. We missed 2, 3 really good chances. I'd probably say 1 to 2 of them, up sitters. It's a game of 2 halves again, right? Come out second half. We offered absolutely nothing. Fulham, obviously attacking our goal, looking a little bit dangerous, but definitely controlling possession. Meat comes on, scores a good goal.
What'd you call him? Meat.
Yeah, Meat. You watch Stan James, right? And you watch.
You're talking about Dan James. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Meat. As in, and then you watch the Roadrunner, right? So literally, a Man United joke when he used to play for us was he was the Roadrunner, right? You just give him the ball and all he knows how to do, mate, is just fucking run, right? Just run. That's it. He's really quick, but he's got no fucking skill. He's very,
so weak.
Sorry, I shouldn't say no skill because he would rinse me, but he's got very limited skill for the Premier League.
Yeah.
Weak, etc. But he's just paced, right? So So he scored. I thought, shit, okay, 1-1. I don't, from memory, apart from Scott McTominay had a header on the 84th-ish minute, I think, where the ball in from Luke Shaw. And I remember thinking at the time that was our first chance in at least, as in our first attempt on goal in at least half an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much the whole of the second half. So I thought, we're going to 1-1 draw. We're tapering out. We've got probably 6 or 7 players in the field. Ericsson, Martinez, Casemiro, Bruno, Rashford, all thinking about the World Cup. They're thinking, let's not get hurt. Typical, all they want to fucking do is think about the World Cup. On comes Alejandro, mate. And
is he in the Argentinian squad?
No, he didn't get nominated. Sorry, he didn't get selected, which is fair enough. He's only just 18, right?
Yeah.
But from watching him this season, like it through, sporadic instances.
But to be honest, it's only really been like the last 7 games. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I, sort of when he came in, I just you sort of hit the nail on the head a little bit, in terms of Rashford. He sort of does remind me a little bit of it, like attacking players, right?
Of course, I remember fucking Rashford's day. You bastard came against us and scored fucking 2 goals.
Yeah, running at them, right? Running at them. And, and he does remind me of that a little bit. However, what I think is so different, like he came on and I thought, this guy can make an impact. Every single time for some reason, defenders shit their pants. And the reason why I thought so
many defenders can't handle people like attacking. I think it's just that that South American style, like you just when Martinelli does the same thing.
Yeah.
They back off
exactly
like crazy.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly right. They shit themselves, right?
Yeah.
But he's balling for McTominay against on the week. Oh well, in the League Cup
against Villa. I saw. You know what? I saw a view, which I'm sure you've seen it as well. It's like that back angle from Garnacho, whatever his name is, and it's like when he whips that into like that was fucking sick. That was fucking sexy.
Mate, a great ball, right?
If I didn't see the kit number or whatever, and I just saw that kick go in, it's just so sexual. I love that sort of shit.
Great game, right? It was a great goal. Yeah. And did you see his goal this morning?
I did. I did. Yeah.
So you think about it, right? As well, right? Completely different, right? He just whipped. I know, things happen. When you keep doing it, of course you're going to get one, right? But he's just 3 days ago, he's whipped in a fantastic ball for Scott McTominay. Today, he's literally picked the ball up out wide, played a 1-2. Mate, the defender's obviously ridiculously slow, don't be wrong, but he should not have got to that ball. Let's be honest.
No, he shouldn't have.
No chance.
No, but it doesn't matter. You got to try for it.
But his fucking hunger got to that ball, because even when I seen that ball play, I thought, oh, fuck, what a shit ball. And I was like, what the fuck, where's Garnacho come from? Right? Like, it was miles in front of him. If that
was my team last minute like that, scoring a winner and stuff, we've done it, man. We've been getting shit all season about fucking, with celebration police and shit like that.
Yeah.
Any fucking football fan, I don't care even if you're fucking fighting relegation, you're mid-table, you score a last minute goal, you're gonna be fucking jumping around the freaking room.
Mate, I heard from multiple different idiots YouTube channels today that is the best goal we have scored all season. And you think about it, right? That's for us beating Fulham 2-1 in the league, right? So,
but those are the results. But the thing is, it's the results like that that get top 4 and stuff.
Correct, yeah. But best goal for is it a worldie? Of course, it's not. Casemiro scored a worldie.
Yeah, but it's the moment.
Worldies, correct? It's the moment.
It's the last kick of the game. You're getting there before the defender.
I honestly thought it was 89 and a half minutes, and one of the Fulham players, I can't remember who it was, one of the Fulham players went down injured. I don't really think milking it, but he went down injured, and I thought, oh shit, here we go. Fuck, how much out of time? And I'm thinking to myself, right, this is at 4:10 of them, this morning. I'm thinking to myself, fucking hell, come on, hurry the fuck up. I'm 1-1, right? I'm come on, 2 minutes, come on, 3 minutes of out of time come up. The game restarted at 90 minutes and 35 or 40 seconds or something, and it was their free kick from memory. It was their free kick, and I thought, oh, come on. We might have – come on. He's wasted a minute. Come on. We've got 3 minutes left, right? 3.5 minutes. Come on. And I thought, you think about it, away from home, 1-1, World Cup coming up. How many times out of 100 does that game just end in a boring fucking 1-1 draw? Oh, well, not a boring, but in end in a draw. Nothing ever happens, and bang, we pick the ball up, and I'm, come on, and it was out of the world, out of this world.
Yeah. I love that shit as well.
It gets you pumped, right? It's what gets you pumped.
It does. I don't know how anyone sits there and complains that when people or teams or players celebrate, like I saw fucking Tottenham go to Chelsea and get a 2-2 draw and celebrate like they won the fucking league.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And that was off a disgusting performance. But, you know, like, I think they just have...
Yeah.
And also, I think
remember that was a
agendas...
shit refereeing too, wasn't it?
It was it was bullshit refereeing.
Yeah.
But, look, whatever. You guys obviously got the result, 3 points. I think that puts you now with your game in hand. I think if you get a win, you're 1 point behind fourth. Is that right?
Equal.
Equal fourth. I think your goal difference would be pretty bad though.
Equal, but we're shit goal
because you've been struggling to score this year.
Yeah, there you go. We're already level 24-20 against, so we're shit house. We're 0. Yeah. We're even with Chelsea 17-17. How's that? We'll get onto that.
Which one? Chelsea.
Chelsea 17-4-17 against. They got a 0 goal difference as well.
Yeah, they've been bad as well. Yeah, we'll talk about like City and Chelsea, but look, obviously you guys got the result, which is the most important thing. You know, obviously it's good to go into the World Cup break on that momentum. Anyway, it's worse going into like a freaking big loss, like a City, Chelsea, and stuff like that. Like I think probably even this break now, as much as it's good for someone like us, it's probably good for someone like Chelsea as well. You know, they've been on such a bad run with 3 losses on the bounce. They lost to us, lost on the weekend, and then who they lost to before that? I think it was Brighton.
Well, they haven't won in 5. Well, they haven't won in 5. Oh, so well, that's all I can see here. I don't know if they.
I think we're 16 points ahead of them or something. It's
1, 2, 3. So they beat Zagreb in Champions League, but in terms
I'm not
of
counting
the actual,
Zagreb yet.
1, 2, 3, drew to us 4. Brentford drew 5. Oh yeah. So 16th of October. Yeah, Chelsea. So yeah, they haven't won in 5 games in the league.
That's crazy, man.
They beat Villa 2-0 when, let's be honest, Gerrard was fucking.
Yeah, but that was the game he got sacked, wasn't he?
Yeah, pretty much. I think. Yeah,
I think that was the one where they fired him before the game or something like that.
Pretty much.
Yeah, whatever. Bloody Chelsea.
I love to see it though, right? I love to see it. It's because, and the reason why I do is because they haven't won in 5. They've just got a new manager, like being Chelsea Football Club, mate. Like how? So how long does Potter? I like Potter, but how long does Potter last?
Well, you got to think. I've seen a lot of rumors, obviously, that they're saying that they're probably going to give Potter a little bit of time, even if he doesn't make 4th. But if you go off Chelsea's history, you even go off like what they did to just Tuchel. Like, you let Tuchel go and spend $290 million and you sack him in 5 games.
Yeah,
ridiculous. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
and
the thing is also like this Potter guy, he's had like 15 games. There's still like no identity and stuff like that. He's familiar with a few players. And then like Cucurella's playing horrible.
And then you get Chelsea, fans, right? That and not a little bit of a friendly banter at Sean, but just in general, because I've heard a few of them that are.
Oh, Shawnee, a Chelsea boy.
Loves Chelsea. Yeah, that think Ronaldo are going to 37 turning 38 in February. Ronaldo are going to be their savior.
No,
like what? I don't get it. Like what? What? You're not scoring, mate. You scored 17. You've scored less goals than us, so you've got a worse attack than us this year. And you think Ronaldo sitting up front is going to be your answer? I don't get it. You're obviously not creating chances for your strikers.
I'm telling you right now, watching Chelsea against us, they did not create one fucking thing the whole game. There are 2 chances that were like shots on goals. One of them was a cross, and one of them was a missed kick by Saliba that he blocked after he miskicked it anyway. So they can't create anything. As soon as they went forward, they were so lost. There is no connectivity between anyone in that top 5 of the field.
They're shit.
They're fucking shit, bro. And you know what? I fucking love it. Long may it continue.
Me too.
And I said, you and I, we said this as well, like from a long time ago. Like people don't understand, like having like a new owner in, like you had the guy that was just splashing cash and he didn't give a fuck what happened. He didn't care if he went bankrupt trying to, like, because he loved you guys. Now you got a guy that's gonna eventually, he's gonna have to start looking at the fucking books. Like
Correct.
They can't keep doing what they were doing.
100%.
Like even like City now, I don't know if you see it, like City like are getting investigated because of like that 8XC or something, that betting company or something.
It's like
it's like a fake. They made up a fake company or something for their funding.
I was going to mention that they turned.
What the fuck is that?
They made more profit than Manchester United this season because of their.
How does that happen? I saw that.
There is an investor. Well, there should be an investigation because there's a betting company or something that they've created or own or something that apparently doesn't even exist.
The photo of the person in the LinkedIn and the business page is actually a generic photo of some lady on LinkedIn or something. It's not even the same person. Like, it's literally a generic photo that they've stolen. So it's literally just looks like a fucking bullshit company that they made up.
Doesn't surprise me, right? But let's be honest, like, Saudi Arabian owners, no surprises there.
Look, they're going to do what they want. Obviously, we might as well just while we're talking about them quickly. Obviously, they got freaking battered 2-1. And to be honest, they should have been losing a lot more in that first half. They missed a lot of chances. I was so happy when Tony scored. Obviously, De Silva, former Arsenal boy, set him up on a plate, taps it in.
You think about it, right? On the counter attack too. It was a City corner.
City corner, bro. There's a even what I big up De Silva in that play as well, because I think the pass that came across was so behind him as well. It sort of killed the momentum there, and then he had to beat the player again and then cut that ball in. And yeah, it was just perfect, obviously, for Brentford. Good on him. They've been doing well. Like, even Fulham against you guys, like Fulham is still freaking, I think, what, 8th or 9th in the league right now?
Yeah, still top half, yeah.
It's not a bad side, you know what I mean? So, look, definitely I'm happy City lost. Obviously, it added a bit more pressure.
5-point buffer now, mate. 5-point buffer.
Yeah. See, it added, obviously, a lot of pressure coming into our game. But,
when do we start? Like, I know there's a 6-week gap now. Yeah, about 6 weeks. But, when do we sort of, at the moment, you could probably say it's semi-serious, but, when do we sort of start? No, you're probably going to go, oh, fucking 6 weeks ago. But when do we start getting serious that Arsenal are serious challengers to beat City for the league?
6 weeks ago. Nah, but seriously, man, when you're competing and playing at the same standard, and like the way I try to look at it as well, like even our results, let's say against you guys, like as much as I fucking hated that result and I came out pissed off, I was pissed off because we fucking played better than you. And that's what pissed me off. We just didn't take the chances, and you guys were just, I think, 4 shots, 3 goals, just so clinical on the counter. You know what? Yeah, and like obviously we've learned from those mistakes, and our defense has tightened up a lot since then. So, we've learned to deal with teams, and that's why we've kept so many clean sheets on the road. See, we actually haven't played a lot of home games this year. We played, I think, 5 home games and 9 away or something like that. So we played a lot of away games. Yeah, so we've kept, I think, 6 or 7 clean sheets away from home and only 1 at home.
So that your home form's worse.
No, home form's better. We're unbeaten.
Oh, sorry.
But we're just not. We've conceded more. But the thing is, we've played more away games. We've only played like 5 home games. So in those 5 home games, you had a Liverpool 3-2. I think there was Tottenham 3-1 or something like that. I can't even remember the results that we had, honestly.
So here's a more realistic question for you then. Oh, well, not realistic, but because I know obviously you said 6 weeks ago. So
no, I just said 6 weeks because you said 6 weeks.
Yeah. So how much longer do you personally think it will be until
January?
Until the bookies have Arsenal as 5 points clear, have Arsenal as favourites to beat City? Because at the moment, City is still mate. I think City's still about $1.20 or $1.30 to win the league. Like, mate, that's 5 points clear with the way Arsenal are playing is fucking astronomical, right?
Yeah, but I think a lot of people base Arsenal off the old Arsenal as well.
There you go. I've just had a look. $1.40, right? $1.40. So you think about $1.40 for City to win the league at the moment, 5 points behind with Arsenal in the form that they are, in my eyes, just seems ridiculous, right? I would probably call it maybe $1.70, $2.40, $2.50. In terms, City,
I would say probably like a 250, yeah.
Yeah, I just find it.
Well, like when you did the thing, like not even like a week ago, bro, it was like $5.50.
Yeah, $5.50.
Wow.
$5.50.
But you look, like I said to you, I think it's more for me. It's more the consistency that we're showing in every game, and that's the aspect that I'm taking away for why I think we can challenge. Now, obviously, how many times have Arsenal been leading at Christmas and choked it? It's going to happen again. Sean, you're just fucking Chelsea fan. You're going to hate us all the time. Go and fucking cry, bro. Now you got to have your fucking 20 years of shit. Enjoy it. Fucking, I've dealt with it for 20 years. You don't have fucking oil money anymore, champion. Look, so we did our, what do you call it? Fucking hell, I lost my train of thought now. Obviously, like our style of football, it's been pretty consistent the whole time. Even the games, like where we're not like I look at even like Wolves on the weekend. It's a tough game, and they actually, I'm pretty surprised why they're bottom of the table. They played pretty good football, man.
Yeah.
They were quite decent. I think once this new manager comes in, I think it's gonna give them a bounce, and I think they'll get out of relegation for sure. But we didn't really take.
Where's Costa? He's injured, is he?
Injured, yeah. So we haven't really been,
He
which is
hasn't
great.
scored yet either. He hasn't scored yet this season either, and he's fucking injured.
I think he played one game and then got injured.
Oh, really? I
think so.
just know he hasn't scored. Fucking hell, how good.
So, something like, because remember he got signed. He got signed as a free agent after the window.
Who let the dogs out or something? It was, you remember?
No, he was carrying the Wolves or whatever.
Yeah, and then fucking injured.
But look, like as a title thing, it's going to come down to probably when you got that last stretch 10 games. That's if Arsenal are within 3 to 5 points, even if we're like second, let's say for argument's sake, and we're 3 to 5 points from City, come 10 games left, then we can go for it. But it's also going to factor into, like I've said to you always, January is for me the contributing aspect. So whether we sign players and extend, is Sean talking shit on Messenger?
Yeah.
You fucking bastard, Sean. Message in here, you pussy. Message in here, you fucking pussy. Message me on Facebook.
He likes it. He likes the Christmas comment.
The what? The Christmas comment?
Yeah, about the Arsenal leading at Christmas.
If I had you as a friend when we beat you last week or the week before, you would have got fucking roasted.
Sean can actually,
you
know what? I'll tell you one thing. Sean and you would that would be fucking comedy gold, because Sean doesn't fucking lie down and you wouldn't fucking lie down either. So I would actually you two would literally find every single last thing to who had the latest shit, I reckon, like just to fucking get one over each other. So I do rate
it does depend on like my mood at the time. If I'm really,
of course,
gassed and shit like that. But like, look, like I said, it's going to depend on January, and it's also going to show, we've obviously seen now the turnaround of what the manager's done for the club and the players that he's brought in, but now it's going to show obviously the ambition of the owners, and like to what Sean said, honestly, like what Sean said, in other years, I look at, I guess in more recent, let's say 16, 17, when Leicester won the league, that's probably our best chance that we had to win it. We got second.
Yeah.
And we bottled it, one, because even the window before that and after that, the only ambition that we showed was literally signing Peter Cech. We didn't sign any depth. We needed a striker. We needed a midfielder, and we didn't do it. And we needed a centre back.
You look back now, right?
Should have won it. Bro, I look at the point tally. It was fun. It's like 77 points.
Leicester City winning the league. Look at the fucking team that they had. Even I look, mate, as a United fan,
fucking embarrassing.
Not all the time, but every now and then, right? Maybe in the last 6 years, I might have.
I think this is the kit from that year. I think the Puma kit.
There you go. I might have watched it 2 or 3 times, right? But I might have watched the highlights of Leicester win the league 2 or 3 times. But even as a United fan, it still brings tears to my eyes. As a United fan,
yeah, it makes you know what, you know why it makes me sick, bro. I remember being there at fucking 2:00 in the morning. Arsenal drawing 1-1 versus Leicester City at home. Mesut Ozil whips in a fucking wonder ball. Danny Welbeck, 95 minutes, boom, headers it in. Arsenal beat Leicester City 2-1. I think the fucking league title's coming home. And then it was fucking capitulation FC after Christmas, and it was fucking done. 10 games left. You know what I mean? So Sean is right, like after Christmas, But in saying that, it's a whole different setup of Arsenal. Obviously, it depends, on squad depth as well. Of course, big contributing factor. Like if we lose Partey, like for me, if Partey gets injured, Saliba gets injured, or Jesus. I know Jesus ain't scoring, but that guy, what he does is fucking freakish.
So Jesus, one of those three, Jesus is Brazil. Saliba's what? Who's Saliba?
French.
So French.
Yeah.
So you think about it, right? The way I look at it, so the World Cup. From what I've been reading, right? The World Cup finishes on the finals on the 19th of December, our time. Premier League games recommence on the 26th or the 27th.
Yeah, 27th.
Right. So if from what I've read, listened to on multiple different occasions, if players are reaching the semi-final, which is probably say 3 or 4 days later, so maybe the 16th or 17th of December, or the final, they will need at least a 2-week rest before they come back and play for their club. So really, what you hope for is that France and Brazil
They're
don't
all
make the
going
final.
to, bro. I'm telling you right now,
Let's be honest,
Brazil
if
can
it's a
make it
France-Brazil
because
final, 19th of
no.
December, you don't have either of them playing against West
No.
Ham on the 27th.
I'm
Absolutely
telling
fucking no chance.
Ralphie, we've had Thomas Partey play for Ghana in a fucking semi-final. He finished the semi-final, lost the final, flew on a fucking private jet and played 16 hours after the fucking game.
Yeah, I know, and you lost. I remember that game, and you got fucking
Yeah,
pumped.
but I'm saying
shit,
because we need them, we'll fucking play them. It doesn't
Oh
matter
yeah,
if
but
they're
I'm
fit
just
or
saying,
not.
but you're
We'll fucking
shit.
play them.
Yeah,
Yes, that was
I
last
remember
year.
that.
Shit,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
yeah.
But
I remember that game because it was last year.
With the Brazil situation, I don't see Martinelli starting because you got Vinny Jr., you got Neymar, and they're probably going to play that fuck with Richarlison up front. So they're going off a guy that scored fucking 0 goals in 15 games.
I don't agree either. I don't agree.
Are you fucking kidding me? But whatever, let them do their thing because it doesn't bother me, bro. If you bring off Jesus off the bench and he plays off the bench 20 minutes every game, fucking great. Keeps him match fit, keeps him aware, and that's perfect. You can go the whole way to the final, brother. I hope you win.
I agree. That's exactly what you want. Yep.
So Saliba for me, obviously Saliba and Kimpembe will probably be the starting pair for
Saliba
France.
will start.
Yeah.
Oh, what Varane, or because of injury?
I think Varane's injured, isn't he?
No, he's in the lineup. He's not played for us, obviously, in the last month, but yeah.
Well, anyway, I can only assume Saliba will start. If he doesn't start, it's going to be fucking criminal. So probably
but even then,
Saliba
right, are you going to complain? Probably not.
I'm not going to complain because I'm proud of the kid, man.
But if it's Kimpembe and Varane and Saliba's backup, mate, he's fresh for you. This is what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. So the only players that I'm worried about is Saka.
You don't give a fuck about France.
No, I don't give a shit. So the thing is, and also France don't have hard games. You're versing fucking Australia, bro. They can probably play Saliba and then start playing Varane and Kimpembe when you get to the fucking group stages. You know what I mean? Knockout stage. I don't care. Play him against Australia. You think fucking... I don't even know who Australia up front. You think he's going to fucking cause an issue? This motherfucking...
Jamie McLaren, probably.
Jamie McLaren.
What's his name? Qual.
Abil?
You know,
Abil or something?
Yeah, or Qual. I think he signed for Newcastle. Qual, Ku. I don't know his first name.
Do you think fucking Saliba, the guy that can catch bloody fucking Mbappe on the run, is going to be fucking worried?
Yeah, I know.
Saliba was catching fucking Traore on the weekend, bro. You know what I mean? He's not going to be fucking worried about Mobile up front. So you can play him against those guys. It's going to be fucking light work, bro. Dude,
I do laugh and I do agree.
It would actually be fucking hilarious watching it. But I think the only player, honestly, to worry about is Saka for me. You would think that he's starting every game. Yes. I don't think, Ramsdale to me should be starting, but he's going to pick fucking Pickford.
Of course he is.
Because, he's a fucking idiot. Ben White to me, best English defender right now other than Trippier. He should be starting. Even if Trippier is right back, Ben White right centre back, and then play probably... What would you play, Stones next to him or something?
Oh, well, let's be honest. We all know that Harry Maguire is going to start.
But that's what I'm saying. He's going to play fucking Maguire. So Ben White's going to be on the bench. So I'm not worried about that.
And we all know that, Harry Maguire is 100%, just quickly, fourth pick now. Because he started so many games over Lindelof. He's just about to go to the World Cup, so you can't say he's not fit because he's going to start for England. But yet, we got Varane out. So we got Martinez starting, and Lindelof's ahead of him. Eric Ten Hag's picking Lindelof ahead of him.
Maguire
so 100% Maguire
he's going to try. He's going to have to sell
He's the fourth best defender in Manchester United. You think about it, 80 fucking million we paid for him, 2 years ago? And he will start every single game for England in the World Cup.
It's fucking and you know what's embarrassing is that dickhead, and I'm so glad I'm not English.
Southgate?
That dickhead.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so glad I'm not English because I'd be so angry. Like, the fact that he comes out with statements saying we're picking players based on form. You don't pick any player based on form because you didn't even pick that fucking guy, whatever. You didn't pick, obviously, Ivan Toney. Yeah. You know what I mean? So he's made all these stupid decisions. Like, that's why I'm so glad that Toney obviously got 2 goals on the weekend and he literally, shut him up. Like, saying, fuck you. Yeah, and the thing is, all 3 strikers that he brought, they're all same one-dimensional. Toney would bring something different to a fucking Kane on the field.
Yeah, correct. Exactly. I do agree.
But, yeah, look, anyway... As for Arsenal's title charge, we'll decide that obviously next year. It's great to have a 5-point buffer. Gives me happiness at least for 6-7 weeks leading into Christmas. You'd like to think hopefully when we come back we continue that form against West Ham, and then we've got actually a really tough run of games. Our January is jam packed. We've got Spurs, Man City, I think there's Villa in there. There's heaps of games. And obviously, then we got knocked out of Carabao, which was perfect to save us 3 games. And
Yeah,
then I think there's
you
2 rounds of FA Cup.
You got Brighton, Newcastle, Spurs,
Newcastle, yeah.
United.
Yeah.
So that you think about it, right? Brighton, good team.
And I think they're moving like
Newcastle,
a city game into
fucking
that.
only lost 1 game all year. Spurs, London Derby, and us. We are only lost for the year. So you got a very tough jam. If you can get through January, still 5 points clear, I would say that you are now the favourites. There you go. So let's click that if that comes to fruition.
How's that an excuse? I didn't even make an excuse. Do you want to ask me how many points I think we'll get out of those games?
15.
What have we got? 5 games?
You got West Ham.
West Ham 3 points.
West Ham 3 points. Brighton away from home.
3 points.
6. Arsenal. Newcastle at home.
At home, probably how they're playing, maybe a draw. But we're undefeated at home, so I'm gonna go Arsenal win.
Tottenham away.
Probably a draw.
And
you guys at home, we beat you for like the last fucking 8 years in a row or something, so we'll win that.
There you go. So there you go.
12 out of 15.
Out of 15.
Is it 30?
You put a draw on that, yeah. You didn't put a loss. 13 out of 15. There you go.
That's fair. I said in the last one that I would take out of all those results. I think I said 12 out of 15 or something.
You did, yeah.
And then I think what did we get? We got 13 because we drew with Southampton or something.
Yeah.
So,
yep.
Which you never.
Yeah, been spot on the money. You did say the first 5 games, 5 wins, and then I think you played. And then you obviously played us. You lost.
I said for you guys, we never. We said we never do well at Old Trafford.
You said if we can get 15 out of 15 before we play you, great start, and you did. And then you lost to us, which you sort of said, it could be a 50-50, and then you picked up and then you said with the Southampton thing too. So you've been in fucking great form.
Yeah. So look, you're never going to win every game, and it doesn't matter who you are. Like you guys obviously got lucky, got the thing. Otherwise, it could have been a draw. You look at Spurs; they're getting lucky with their wins as well. Everyone picks up points here and there. It doesn't matter how they do it. Eventually Chelsea are going to start fucking getting points here and there. It's going to happen. So you just have to take advantage of your chances. The one thing, obviously, we're defending a lot better, being more consistent in that aspect. We could obviously be a lot more like clinical up top. But we're spreading the goals around, so it doesn't bother me that one guy isn't scoring 20 goals a game. We've got 6 or 7 guys on 6 goals. So Ronaldo conversation, so I can be triggered. All right. Well, look.
From me,
let's just listen. We might as well just start talking about Mr. Ronnie. Then we've talked.
I assume Mr. Sean. I assume Mr. Sean must be triggered from me. So that's what he's here for. I have no doubts about it because if there's one thing I'll give to Sean, I'll tell him what fucking for, mate, and he'll hold his ground, no matter what. I'll tell him he's absolute wanker, and he will still come back to me with something.
Well, look, Ronaldo. Obviously, we touched base on it a little bit or whatever. I've seen obviously all the previews. So supposedly the full interview comes out in 2 parts. From what
Wednesday
I hear,
and Thursday, 8:00.
So I think Thursday, Friday. For our time.
Sorry. Wednesday, Thursday, UK time. So 8:00, 8 p.m. So that'll be what 6 a.m.
Wednesday,
6 a.m. Thursday morning and 6 a.m. Friday morning.
They're probably been like 2 half-an-hour parts or something like that, I guess.
90 or maybe 45 because it's 90-minute interview, I assume. Sorry, it is 90 minutes. 90 minutes.
Yeah.
So so I would assume maybe 2 45s. Obviously as we mentioned, I would say that Piers Morgan, the
type fashion. He is the biggest fucking like dick sucker of Ronaldo. It's unbelievable. He's come out and he's like, bring Ronaldo to Arsenal, it'll help us win the league. I'm like, shut the fuck up, bro. I don't want that fucking liability at my club.
But you think about it, right? So right now, you're right. I was going to say going to sleep, but it's obviously afternoon, lunchtime there. So I would say right now, if he was in Australia, he would be going to bed after the news this morning. If it was in our time zone, he would be going to bed right now and going, I reckon he would probably be tugging himself off, right?
Who?
For the shit. Piers Morgan, for the sheer fact that he's
100%.
released these.
But the thing is, no one knew about it. Not even United fucking knew about it. He's done it under the radar.
He's released these snippets, right, of a tell-all interview, which, as I mentioned to you this morning, in August, Ronaldo did come out. So Ten Hag came out in May, said, Ronaldo, I'm looking forward to working with Ronaldo. He's definitely a part of the future. He probably said it 3 or 4 times up until July. As of July, the opinion sort of changed a little bit, or the opinion did change, where Ten Hag came out and said, Ronaldo's up for sale if someone wants to go. Let's be honest, Ronaldo wanted to leave, right? Of course. And United were happy to sell him. You know, Napoli, Sporting Lisbon, Chelsea, well, I think Bayern.
Well, it doesn't seem like you wanted to sell him because, like, there was all those. Like, I saw Ten Hag give interviews saying that he wanted to keep him.
Sorry, before July, yes. I'm talking about in the last 6 to 8 weeks of the window. Happy to sell him. But the problem was, right, the board wanted money for him. People are happy to take him on a free, but the board wanted money for him. Right? Yeah. The board wanted money. The board wanted money for him, right? And no one wanted.
But you never know. Like this in this interview, he could be saying stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is what I mean, right? This is what I was going to say about the interview is that for the sheer fact, I think it's early. I think from
you can't overreact to 2 minutes out of probably like a 2-hour video.
Exactly right. So I think Piers Morgan, right, has obviously splurted or given you clips of the most interesting things, right? Because guess what? The whole fucking world's talking about it, mate. You know, like
bro, the amount of messages we're all messaging each other. Yeah.
Even people that don't really follow football know that holy shit, what the fuck's happened with Ronaldo? Right?
Even just
so you think about Piers Morgan tonight. He's going to bed and going, holy,
he's a fucking genius,
mate. He's a genius, right?
He's a fucking genius,
the most important parts about you think about the parts that came out. Ten Hag not having respect to me, not having respect for this preseason, which let's be honest, the whole fucking world was talking about preseason. Why was Ronaldo on preseason? So you think about the 2 main parts for Ronaldo have already come out. Is it going to be tame? Yes. Do I agree? Obviously, yet to hear the full story, right? But do I agree that do I agree that Ronaldo, in terms of the Ten Hag comments, at this stage? No. However, he did mention about his 3-month-old girl, obviously the twin that, her twin died, right, in February last year or whatever it was in hospital, So if it was about not going on preseason and wanting to keep him out of the club, is that disgusting? Yes. However, is that also, do I, at this point in time, at the moment, do I agree that him saying no respect for me, no respect, it sounds like, at the moment, like an ego thing, as what we spoke about, right? Many podcasts ago. Of course it does. However, where I am happy about and where I can guarantee you, because he confirmed it back in August, said, I'm going to say a tell-all interview, and he did say that before we actually held on to him, is the fact that, mate, the Glazers are, we've had this discussion, right? The Glazers are going to be fucking sent for broke here, I reckon, hey? Like,
yeah, but at the end of the day, like, I know he's going to go ham on the ownership and stuff, but is he really going to, like Ronaldo doing one interview saying he doesn't like it? It's like a kid throwing his toys out the pram. Is it going to really change how the Glazers view things? Are they really going to say, you know what, Ronaldo said he doesn't like us, I'm going to fucking sell the club? I don't think so. It's not going to change that.
No, it won't. But I agree. No, of course it fucking won't. Because at the end of the day, guess what? It's their decision. But where I think that, so
it'll force change, possibly.
Yeah. There's already, nothing crazy, right? But there's already, as murmurs and there's already, Glazers out movements, all that, nothing ridiculous, right? But there was ridiculous things, and but there is, okay. So where I think that Ronaldo sort of piping up, ever since Sir Alex left, there's been no ambition. I left 15 years ago. I think it was like 15 odd years ago. Oh, no. Sir Alex left 10 years ago, so 14 years ago.
Is that how long it was ago?
Yeah, 09. We're now in 2022. So
that's fucking
13 years ago. And, everything's the same. There's no ambition from the football club. There's this and that. So you think about it, right? From what we have had this discussion about before, and I'm talking about the Glazers, and then And where I'm going to go take it away from Ronaldo is that people go, oh, yeah, but you've spent $1 billion. Yeah, but you've done this. Yeah, but you've done that. Where I think that this real big positive for Ronaldo is going to come from is the sheer fact that even no matter if I think he's out of line in terms of comments, he's still a legend of the football club, right? He's he grew up from he grew up through our best years, right? He played through our best years, or probably our most successful years. He's come back. He has said that there's nothing changed. So a legend of the football club said that it's the exact fucking same because of the owners. So people are going to respect his opinion. And that's where that goes is for the sheer fact that people go, oh yeah, but you spent $1 billion. Yeah, okay, great, we spent $1 billion, but our potentially, arguably, our best ever fucking player, and arguably the best fucking player ever to play football, has come out in a tell-all interview. We'll wait and see what happens, but in snippets, and said that Manchester United Football Club is absolutely fucked because of the Glazers. There goes that argument of, yeah, but you spent $1 billion. The best fucking player ever, potentially, arguably, is coming out and saying that they're fucking dog shit. So how about the argument that we spent $1 billion now? Yeah, exactly. Ronaldo is saying that we spent $1 billion, but guess what?
I know, but it's he said.
Shit.
Yeah, but it also goes down to then he said, she said. You know what I mean? So maybe his opinion won't be taken. But I think
by the fans it will be, right? By the fans it will be.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, like most people might not take it as like that either.
Because and this is where he's smart, because in the few clips that I've seen, the couple of snippets is he mentioned, I think it was 3 times, the fans. How he has always loved the fans. The fans
to me, I think
about it, right. So he's an intelligent person, right? Because he's saying
he wants to connect. Yeah.
Correct. He's saying bad things about the manager. He's saying bad things about the football club, but he's saying at the same time, right? So you think about those 2 things offside, right? Don't you dare say bad things about our football club. Don't you dare say bad things about our new manager, right? That most of us, nearly all of us, support. But
Ten Hag has no loyalties.
On the other side, right, he's talking about he loves the fans. They've always loved him, right? So you think about it. This is where he's fucking intelligent, mate. You think about it. He's intelligent, because if he didn't say that, everyone would be like, oh, fuck you, fuck.
Yeah, but you know what I think?
I think it lives on.
Yeah, but I think it's a goodbye message. I think that's what it is.
Of course,
I think it's his goodbye, because he's never going to be able to post a goodbye on United. They're never going to be able to do anything like that. So, like, that's it. That's it. He's, and I said this to a mate of mine today. I said it's unfortunate, in a way that, a legend like that won't be seen off in the way that he deserves, whether he's clapped off the field, start of a match, celebration. Here's your kit. How many games you played? You're a legend.
Yeah, I do agree.
So it's sad in that aspect, but I think if anything's going to come.
That was his. To be honest with you, that is his fault.
Yeah, but you don't know that. You're just going off what you hear. That's what I'm saying. So it could be, honestly, he could be telling the truth, saying that it's the Glazers' fault.
Yeah. But I could be going for what I hear. Yes, but hang on. He had the dummy spit, so he got banned. So he got fined, right? He missed the game against Chelsea. He came back. He played about 3 games in a row. He was captain for our game against, I think it was Villa. I believe it was. I think it was against Villa. I can't remember if it was in the Premier League or the League Cup, but he was captain for League Cup. He was captain. He was captain, right? He was captain. And now, for the game against Fulham, he's injured, right? He's injury for the Fulham game. So what I think personally, exactly right. So what I think personally, so you're saying he didn't have a send-off. However, I think personally that he has done the interview. The football club's obviously found out. Let's be realistic, right? It's secret squirrels, right? But let's be honest, fucking the size of course they fucking know something's up, right? Of course they would know something is happening. He's injured. So I'm happy that he's done the interview. I think it's fantastic. Oh, touch wood, again, bad comments.
Listen, he's not stupid. I think that he'll do it in a classy way.
Yeah, correct. I agree. Yes, but is it the football club's fault that he didn't have the send off? No, I think it's his fault that he didn't have the send off, because he could have done it today, but obviously, he didn't want to do it today. It was all timed. It was all planned out beautifully well. You think about it, right? We're at the World Cup now for the next 5 to 6 weeks. There's no United football games. He's not going to affect the Manchester United Football Club in terms of the team morale and everything now, right? Because let's be honest, in 5 weeks, it's going to be fucking all over, right? The World Cup's going to be on. The World Cup's going to be done.
He's sold straight away. Just 1 week till he's sold.
You think about it, right? Exactly.
He's got time to make it. He's got some time to find a new club.
So I think it's a shame that Ronaldo, well, again, if he sort of, started clapping and stuff, it was a bit obvious. But I think it's not a shame for the football club that he didn't get a proper send off. I think Ronaldo timed it beautifully, but it's just a shame that he didn't let himself get a proper send off. That's where I'm going to sort of finish that, in terms of the slight change.
Well, like I was trying to,
he's a smart man. He's a smart man. It's time beautiful.
I'm saying it's smart. He's obviously done it on purpose because he knows once the World Cup's done, he comes back end of December, he's going to get sold January 1. You know what I mean? There's going to be, and the thing is now, he's got 7-8 weeks now. He scores a couple of goals in the World Cup. A couple of teams get like, you know what? We can get Ronaldo for 6 months, and he signs for someone in sort of January.
Of course.
But what I was going to say is that, you know what? At the end of the day, even if he doesn't get to say good or goodbye, he might leave a bigger legacy in the fact that he aired out all the dirty laundry.
Correct.
And that's, like maybe that's what the club needed to turn around. Obviously, I hope not, because fuck them. But
you know what?
maybe it's what you needed.
And that's exactly what I hold on to hope for, to be honest with you. Yeah. I remember what are we in now? November.
Because you got to think about it. Like I'm just talking from us, like when the Kroenkes did their thing to try take us to the Super League and shit like that. Obviously, we all did like all those protests and shit like you guys did as well. And that was a massive shift into them. So what they did as a shift, he actually brought in his son, and his son is now the full focus of Arsenal, and that's his in England every time. Like we win games, he's celebrating with the boys. Like it's a whole shift in 3 years. You know what I mean? So
yeah, massive difference.
Maybe it's going to be something like that. Like I'm sure Joel and stuff like Glazer, like they have someone they can maybe hire instead. Like, do they go to games or anything?
No, don't be silly. They don't give a fuck.
I don't know because
they might go to one a year if they're lucky. Okay. Yeah, but apart from that, don't be silly. But like just quickly, because I was thinking about this afternoon and I wanted to mention on the pod is 18 months ago, roughly 18 months ago, say 18 to 20 months ago, I remember that I was lying on my lounge, nowhere to like getting fucking teary where the missus is like, are you all right, babe? And I was like, yeah, I'm okay. Ronaldo's about to sign for Man City.
Yeah, no, that's what I was literally going to bring up with you. Is that the fact that United fans were crying for him to come back? Now,
I was crying, right? And do I think that we need to move on? Now, I've said, of course we do, right? Yeah, of course. If we're going to build a future, of course we do. However, 18 to 20 months ago, I was crying that Ronaldo was going to sign for Man City. The next morning, I woke up and I read Ronaldo to Manchester United, and I was...
Dude, you know what? I remember the messages to you. No, I remember the messages to you the night before, your fucking paragraphs of abuse, and then the next morning to when you messaged me was just like...
Mate, August 31st, look, there you go, right? That is my cover photo on Facebook. My cover photo on Facebook, right? So, as you can see, it meant a lot to me. Am I really, really ashamed that Ronaldo ended... Of course I am, right? Is he always going to be a legend? Of course he is, and it kills me. But it's just well, let's just see what the interview says. Yeah,
I'm looking. Look, I think every football fan is looking forward to it because I think it's going to give a good insight to how these clubs are like shittily run. Ours was the same. You'd hope it's changed now, but yours is a lot worse now.
Piers Morgan has honestly set this probably up to be. I reckon I don't know if there are records, but I reckon it will break like TV interview records or whatever. It's going to be astronomical, mate.
Yeah,
astronomical.
It'll be like the highest viewed interview of all time.
Yeah, I do agree.
I've seen the interviews going to Chelsea. Sean, can you tell me, bro, why do you genuinely want Ronaldo to Chelsea? Like, I can't believe if you genuinely have ambition for your football club, why the fuck would you want him there? It makes no sense.
He wants a partner with Aubameyang.
Man, that's just
17 goals, as I mentioned, 17 goals for, scored less than us. You've got a 37.5 turning 38-year-old striker that has played games for us, can't score. You've scored less goals than us, and yet you want him at the football club to score goals. I personally don't get that, right? Like, you think about it. So You
It doesn't
want
make
you
sense
want
because if
you
they
want
were a team that could create chances, Aubameyang is actually the perfect
correct.
striker because he's just a tap in merchant. That's what he does.
You want an old, so that's what I don't get. You want an old player that doesn't get chances at a team that's shit going forward, aka us, and you want to take him to your team that's shit going forward that doesn't create any chances.
About time you started getting out fucking rejects. I was sick of buying yours.
But let's go predictions because I want to watch the I've got a podcast that I'm watching on YouTube at the moment.
Is it Goldie?
No, sorry, not a podcast. It's just a fucking series called Safe, SAFE.
We'll do it. We'll do these quickly. I'm pretty sure that you've won it personally. I don't even need to check it. I'm pretty sure you smoked me. What we'll have to do?
Have you got that good a good memory?
I do have a good memory.
You've seen it, haven't you?
Well, I saw one of the results I thought was right, and I was right. But anyway, so Fulham, Man United. Do you have the EPL results up on your screen?
I do. Yep, I do.
So Fulham, Man United. I went for a 1-1 draw,
and I went for
fucking bastard.
You were fucking close. Well, it was 2-1 United. I would have tipped United.
Yeah, you went 2-0, so you get 1 point.
Oh, okay. Yep.
1 point for you. Arsenal Wolves. I went for 3-0. I get a 1. You got 2-0 on the banger.
Boom.
So +3.
That's the result you knew, I assume.
Yeah, that's the one I knew you got because I was sitting there. I was like watching this 2-0. I'm like, I don't care if Ralphie's right. I just want the fucking 3 points. I really didn't give a fuck.
I can't even remember.
Newcastle versus Chelsea. I went for a 2-2 in that game. I thought it'd be a little bit more
goals,
open and free like that. What was it?
1-0? Yeah, 1-0 Newcastle.
You got 1-0 on the banger.
Bullshit.
Yeah, Newcastle.
To Newcastle?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Come on.
Yeah, you banged it. Brighton versus Aston Villa. What was the score in that game?
Well, Aston Villa won 2-1. I wouldn't have tipped Aston Villa.
Oh, I did 2-1.
Did you really?
Yeah, I went 2-1. What the fuck?
Oh, well done.
You went for a 1-1 in that one.
Oh,
this is going to be the decider here. If I can get 3 points here, I tie it. Bournemouth versus Everton. What was the score?
I guarantee we wouldn't have tipped the score. Bournemouth 3-0.
Fuck.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think either one of us tipped 3-0 Bournemouth.
I did go for a Bournemouth win. I went 1-0 Bournemouth. You went for an Everton win 3-2.
Did I?
You did say a lot of goals.
Okay.
You did say a lot of goals.
Okay.
So you got that wrong. So I got 4-5, and you smoked me. You got 8.
What did you say? 5-4.
What?
For the Bournemouth game? What score did you say?
No, you said 3-2.
Yeah, and what did you say?
1-0 to Bournemouth.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 4-5. I was like, holy shit, you're an animal.
No. So now you're winning 5-3 in the standings, my friend. You bastard. I gotta start thinking with my head here. Listen, Josh.
Never in doubt, mate. Never in doubt.
As if he doesn't remember tipping, he checked them before the stream.
Sean, you have to make sure you remember. You actually have to make sure you remember to bloody post them on the stream so we can see. Because I did check yours the other week, but you did shit out, so you need to pick your game up a little bit. Kind of like your UFC tipping, mate. Dog shit.
Who, me?
No, Sean.
To be honest, bro, I'm actually fucking shocking at tipping. Like that's why I don't gamble and fucking bet anymore. Like I'm just so fucking shit.
Hopefully that old Arsenal bet can do all right, eh?
Oh, you seem to be bang on about results, so I hope you're fucking right.
Hopefully,
I hope you win all that money. I'll give you $1,000 as well if we win the league. I'll give you a fucking bonus. I'll give you the bonus bet.
Deal.
I'll give you the fucking bonus bet.
Oh, I'm just having a look. I'll just remember we got no predictions.
Yeah, I know. What I was gonna say. Did you want to do something before the World Cup starts next week?
Definitely, yes.
Obviously, we can just predict every game if you want.
Do you want to do no Wednesday, Thursday? So do you want to do Thursday night? I'm out of action. So do you want to do a Friday night stream? Follow up from Ronaldo interview because both of them will be out after 90 minutes, and we can also do a round one because big call, mate. Big call. Oh,
bro,
Ronaldo,
you are sucking off Ronaldo so much. It is cringe.
And we can do World Cup we can also do World Cup pre-game as well.
I think with
Sunday.
It does. With World Cup, what we can do, instead of predicting like every game or just 5 games, we should do like 10 games because there's a lot of group games.
Yep.
I'm do something like big and just pick like a couple of randoms, a couple of big names.
Because I think
honestly, anything can happen in these freaking World Cup games.
Of course I can. I think from memory also, I think it's a game every 4 days, I think from memory. So
no, it's a game every day. What are you talking about?
No, sorry. As in the country every 4 days.
Oh, yeah.
So England play Monday morning, so they'll be playing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They'll be playing Friday morning, that kind of stuff. So
yeah, because I know like
it sort of gives us a chance to, sort of repeat. Like sort of go through the whole thing.
Yeah. All good. All right, guys. Appreciate you being here. We'll wrap it up. Peace and love as always. Enjoy your day and
top of the league, top of the table.
We'll see
everything in between
with the Sueys after the interviews. Portugal, Ronaldo, top goal scorer. Hey, bro, man, you're a bit too gassed.
Haaland, top goal scorer. Not even in it.
Peace out, guys. Peace out.